this video, I'm gonna talk about this 134-inch TV that I put on the wall back behind me. And if I look a little bit distracted this video, I'm trying hard to focus. I had somebody run into the back of my car today in traffic. I was sitting still. Somebody ran straight smack, boom, into the back of my car. I looked like 15 feet to the left. I saw the police. The police was sitting right there. And they didn't do nothing. I was honking. I honked for like 2 minutes. I thought my car was messed up. I honked for like 2 minutes. The police just drive right past me. Then I was at CrossFit working out, and then I accidentally like busted a hole in a $3,000 piece of equipment at the gym. Pretty sure the owner, when I told him and showed him the equipment I jacked up, it looked like he died on the inside. That was probably the most expensive piece of equipment inside of the gym. That I like threw a weight on and busted a hole in the side of. So yeah, back to the video here. So here we are, 134-inch TV, a little bit over 11 feet if you take the diagonal measurement. But I'm gonna talk about setting this TV up and how painful and like difficult it was getting this TV on the wall, and it's not even perfect. I'm actually making this video. If you guys know more about this stuff, about getting images across a TV screen, let me know. I need some help. A quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by me and my online course. If you want to learn how to make money shooting music videos, check out my online course, Music Video Bootcamp. Back to the video. Okay, so step one, I actually measured my wall to see if it could fit. And just off of approximations, I was like, okay, I think I should have about 2 feet to spare on the wall. If I put a 10 foot wide, the wall is only like 13 feet across or so. I think a 10-foot wide TV should be able to fit on the wall. And I was like, how am I gonna get a few TVs for cheap? Walmart has got 75-inch TVs for only $500, but what I ended up doing was I found a computer store, said that they could sell me a TV for $0 down. And I walked in and I was like, hey, I got any 75-inch TVs in this Mac store? It was like a cheap little tiny store. I guess they just give people horrible loans to finance Apple products. So I walked in, there was some African dude working there. I was like, yo, you got any 75-inch TVs? He was like, nah. He's like, I got one. He said I got one 55-inch TV. And I was like, well, I'm trying to get 3 75-inch TVs. And he was like, okay, if you apply for the financing and you get approved, I'll buy you a TV from anywhere. I was like, okay, well, bet. So I did a little finance thing, got approved, no credit check, no nothing, got approved for the financing. So he ordered the TVs, then he got the 3 75-inch TVs, and then I came back, I was like, hey, I'm ready to pick up the 3 75-inch TVs, which honestly, the 75-inch TVs are big, way too big for my Impala. I even went to a furniture store, they said they're too big to fit in a Suburban. They were like, there's no car or SUV that can hold 3 75-inch TVs. They were like a Suburban, they said maybe one. So I had to go to U-Haul, I had to rent a U-Haul, take that U-Haul to the store to get the TVs. And then, yeah, I think the TVs came out to like $2,000 or something for 3 75-inch TVs. But since I financed it, I think I just put down like 40 bucks on the TVs. I always find that in every house I'm in, the living room is just like the most unused space in the house. So I use the living room as my like studio office room. And then here, we're gonna put the LED TV on that back wall over there. The LED TV is gonna consist of three 75-inch TVs. I got my 3 75-inch TVs right here. Yeah, Philips 75 inches. And we're gonna get these mounted on the wall tomorrow and fill out this whole wall with a 10-foot wide TV and try to open the space up. So I'm gonna take this desk and put it against that wall, and then have this whole wall just be one massive TV. Yeah. And now I was confronted with the next problem. How am I gonna put these TVs on the wall? I saw that there are some like TV stands you can get with wheels, but they are really expensive after looking at how much it would cost to put the TV on stands. especially stands with wheels. I was like, it'll cost the same amount of money just to pay somebody to come out here and mount the TVs on the wall. So what I ended up doing was I just paid. I went on Facebook Marketplace, was like, who does TV mounting? Typed it in on Facebook Marketplace, found some random complete stranger that had good reviews, because I'm very picky about who I work with. So I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and make sure whoever I work with has excellent reviews. The guy I found had like 25-star reviews. So I was like, okay, works for me. So he came over, he brought a friend with him, and they took like 4 hours. They took like 4 hours to put these TVs on the wall. And when they put them on the wall, they hid all the cables. So if I did not pay extra for them to hide the cables, there would be cables all over the place. It would be a mess. When I finally got an image to play on the TVs were all rotated the wrong direction. So now I had to rotate the screens, because as you can see, the TVs are vertical, so they have to be rotated 90 degrees. Then I was able to rotate the screen 90 degrees and get these videos to face the right direction. But then I had another issue. After that issue, the issue I had was the screen was really shrunken down and skinny. Like, here's a shot of it. So it's just like this really narrow, skinny screen that is only taking up like 20% of the TVs. So I had to go through, read a whole bunch of forums to try to figure out how I could fix this. I found a plugin that would just stretch the video to fit the whole screen. So after I got that plugin, this took me like 4 hours to find this plugin. I was finally able to get the video to fill up the whole screen. Now, the issue that I have right now is that I cannot get the TV to play at 4K. Right now, it looks to me that it's playing at like a little bit less than 1080p, but higher than 720p. Like, I'd probably say it's around like 850 or 900p, which is still HD. But if you get up really close to the TV, honestly, not even really close, if you're like 5 feet away from the TV, you can see it's pixelated. There's not that much detail. It's not that sharp. When you're back about 10 to 15 feet from the display, then yeah, it looks good. It actually looks like it might be like 1080 from like far back away. So my next thing that I want to do is figure out how to get this screen to play back in 4K. And then here, if you look at my computer display, my computer screen is only showing that it's playing across like 1/3 of the computer screen, just in the middle. So if you look on the sides, you'll see it's just black on the side. So I think it's only playing at the resolution that is the middle pixels of my computer. But luckily I have a 5K screen, so even just the middle pixels are probably, I can't say exactly, but maybe like 1.5K across, or maybe like 1.8K across the little middle part. So still somewhat HD. So yeah, that's the next thing I need to figure out, is how can I get a true 4K image across the TVs? I know that people said you can do a projector, but for me, with projectors, I do not like the contrast on those. The blacks don't look black, it's just a projected image on there, so you can't get that nice, crisp contrast across the display. So yeah, this thing does look fantastic in person. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for playing these movies in the background, but I just wanted for you guys to see how cool it looks. And yeah, if anybody has any recommendations on how I can actually get a 4K image across these TVs, let me know down in the comments. I appreciate you. And until next time, adios.